Woman can't help but stuff a piece of chewing gum into her mouth for the 2 days after being intimate with her husband, because she increasingly finds her husband disgusting. Although her husband looks gentle and is exceptionally gentle towards her, this kind of hypocritical man, she now wishes she could castrate him on the spot. Strangely, her husband disappeared yesterday, and this is the first time in their 20 years of marriage that he did not come home, so she pretended to buy tea for the front desk, and the receptionist informed her that the director is off today. Linda said she knows, she just happened to buy it on the way. Faced with the enthusiasm of the director's wife, the receptionist couldn't help but complain that not only is the director not here today, but the deputy director Dr. Wu is also resting. The front desk phone is so busy that they can't keep up. But yesterday the deputy director left in a hurry. Must have encountered some kind of situation. This sentence was firmly etched in Linda's mind, so she started to have some sinister thoughts about the surveillance camera overhead. It just so happens that her younger brother came from far away to find her brother-in-law. Yesterday, she found that her younger brother and her husband were hiding something from her. When he was discovered by his sister, he became nervous and wanted to sneak out, further arousing Linda's suspicion. Although the younger brother kept explaining that he and the brother-in-law only had dinner yesterday, the sister's words immediately exposed the truth. She asked the younger brother if he wanted money, and at the mention of money, the younger brother's eyes lit up, so he frankly told her that yesterday he came to borrow money from the brother-in-law. But the brother-in-law was in a hurry to leave, so he boldly got into the brother-in-law's car. He originally wanted to briefly introduce his entrepreneurial project to the brother-in-law in the car, but the brother-in-law signaled to let him get off in front. Curious, he glanced at the navigation and found that it was headed towards Yongping, which was when he left his mobile phone in the brother-in-law's car. With the younger brother's rhetoric, Linda increasingly felt that her husband and Dr. Wu had some kind of relationship, so she secretly checked the hospital surveillance to see if the woman outside was Dr. Wu. But just as the receptionist said, yesterday Dr. Wu seemed to have left in a hurry. Could it be that the two of them made an urgent appointment to go to the villa in the countryside? Just as she was completely confused, the phone in the car rang, and if she remembered correctly, this phone belonged to Dr. Wu, the one she accidentally left in her car when she took him to the hospital with an injury. In order to find out what relationship her husband has with him, this phone played a key role.